Hello, everyone. I'm actually recording tonight's talking points after Mississippi State's 62-58 win over Tennessee via my phone. My laptop's not cooperating with me, so if this video is a little shaky or different, you know why. But big game, obviously, to pick up a win. I mean, Mississippi State has started 0-2 in the SEC. Been big trouble, especially with Alabama coming into Starkville on Saturday afternoon for a televised event at 3 o'clock on the SEC network. But in this game, it was D-Boss coming up big in the latter minutes. He's struggled big time these last 5 games, hitting 28% of his shots, including tonight. But he hit a big-time three-pointer with about 3:11, 3:13 remaining, and then obviously had the big steal off of Trey Golden with about under the 10-second mark, and had the dunk to kind of clinch the game and send the crowd in an uproar. But it's kind of a sloppy night for Mississippi State if you really think about it. You know, sure, they hit 44% of their shots, but they gave up some easy baskets again. And obviously Trey Golden, he scored 20 points, but he hit 3 straight three-pointers there in the second half to help Tennessee trim into the Mississippi State lead. Mississippi State was up double digits to start the second half, and then just couldn't hit any shots. They couldn't hit a shot for about 8 minutes there from the field, and Tennessee slowly chipped away, getting within 4, but can really never get any closer, and it's because of some big shots that Mississippi State was able to hit late. I mean, Rodney Hood, of course, had a great mid-range jumper at one point to kind of stave off some Tennessee runs there, but also look at Wendell Lewis. Guy had 5 blocks as a career best for him, and I think none was bigger than that one he had with about 2 minutes left, under 2 minutes remaining. It's in transition. Tennessee looked like they're about to have an easy layup to cut into that lead even further, cut it to 4 points, but he stepped up with a big-time block on the layup attempt, and Arnett Moultrie said right there he thought that was the momentum changer. Tennessee had a shot after that, but it really kind of amped up the bench, got everybody going, and really, I don't think you can argue with that. It kind of got everybody going. And then when D-Boss stepped up late, like he's done lately, you look back at the Utah State game, State won by 2 points there, and it's because D-Boss, who had struggled in that game, hit 2 free throws late. You got to have seniors step up in the latter minutes, and that's exactly what he did there and tonight here in Starkville against Tennessee. Again, if State had fallen here tonight, boy oh boy, because I think that Alabama game is going to be very tough. If State can somehow beat Alabama's been winning games by 15 points in the SEC on the road and at home in the first 2 games. State, you can say, is going to have a pretty good season, an NCAA tournament type season, but there are some question marks after this game, and I think even Rick Stansbury will tell you that, and so will the players. But the good things is that D-Boss, no matter how much he's struggling shooting the basketball, he's good in the clutch moments. You look at Boss line, this is going to be the story going in this Alabama game. He had 5 assists, great number, of course, but he had 6 turnovers. Of course, he had 4 steals that help counter that a little bit, but the turnovers lately for him have been bothersome. He had 6 turnovers against Arkansas in the 40 minutes of hell. The good news for him, and he's been asking for it, and we even wrote a story about it in the Clarion-Ledger Thursday previewing this game against Tennessee, they need freshman DeVille Smith to step up. He did that tonight. Boss got in early foul trouble, had 2 fouls in the first 3.5 minutes of the game. DeVille Smith came in, played 15 minutes in the first half. He had 5 assists in that first half, and he looked lost at times, but he was able to make plays. Had a couple alley-oop passes that were really nice. He was 0 for 5 from the field, but if he can find his shot, he got a little nice option there as a backup. But I think the key right here for Mississippi State to be able to beat a team like Alabama, which got really good guards. Everybody's going to talk about the front court, but they got really good guards, as we saw last year here in Starkville and also in Tuscaloosa. D-Boss is going to be key. You got to get him going. He's been slumping these last 6 or 7 games, and I don't know how much longer you can call it a slump if it goes to 10 games or something like that. And he's getting close to that. He needs to step up. He needs to play more like a senior, not just in those latter 3 minutes, but in the entire 40 minutes he's on the court. So big-time key there, but a good win for Mississippi State. They get to 1-1 to 500. If they can beat Alabama, sky's the limit, I think. Alabama's really tough. I think they're going to be one of the top 4 teams in the SEC, a team I think that could be top 15 by the end of the season. They were a top 12 team at one point in the non-conference season, but had a couple of losses, but they're playing very well right now. I think it's going to do it. Make sure and read our coverage in the Clarion-Ledger and, of course, on the blog. Follow me on Twitter at @bmarcello, and I'll see you around on the blog and see you again here at Humphrey Coliseum Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock when Alabama comes to town.